Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to this amazing webinar created by Turn IP. I really believe that Atmanirbhar Bharat is going to escalate India on a world innovation landscape. We at Questel really believes in fostering innovation to each and every player, IP player or innovator or scientist or person having an idea to project to worldwide organizations and worldwide countries. With this in mind, we thought of having some words related to giving you some inputs how you can realize your business potentials, your ideas to fullest extent, and what do we really mean by a prior art search. Today, we are just few moments away to give a vision of our organization. Our mission is to provide innovator tools and methods so that they can realize their potential, give their innovation benefit to worldwide societies. We are worldwide present, have ton of experience and giving you best possible worldwide solution to foster your innovation. We are more than 1,000 people, around 1 million users use our services, and worldwide more than 30 countries use our solution to foster their innovation as well. We have office in India as well, and wherein we provide supports to Indian universities and multinational companies as well. Many of the solutions you might be aware are related to IP searching. You can search for patents. You can search and create various strategies in there. And if you're working in an innovation domain and you wish to know what kind of business solutions are there, what are the opportunities are there, how can I find them, how can I find a particular person who does invention in this area, or is there any person or an organization which is present to make partnership with. With this in mind, we have various things which you can choose from, and please do collaborate with us to understand these potential solution as well. With me, my colleague Kavita is there, who will just talk a little bit about our organization. Maybe a connectivity
Please.
issue. Yeah, please.
Can you hear me, Pushpak?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So today's topic, realizing business potential for your idea and finding prior art. I'm Kavita Poddar, a senior IP director at Questel India. I have been associated with Questel for last 12 years, and my main role is business development in India. I'm here with my colleague Pushpak, and my network is not working well, so my other colleague Yogesh will also join. Both are subject matter expert, having the vast knowledge in IP and very well versed with patent database and searches. I would love to encourage all my participants in our discussion as much as possible. So please participate in our discussion. We'll talk about little about the Questel, who not heard about us previously. So Questel is a French company headquartered in Paris. We have in-house team of 900 people located at 30 countries worldwide, including India. Questel believes in allowing innovation to be developed in an efficient, secured, and sustainable way. Our mission at Questel is that hard work and effort of creators, innovators, researchers must be rewarded. We have in-house team.
Yeah, with this, we have various things. So with this in our mindset, how innovation happens in worldwide domain, one of the starting point to drive an innovation or coming up with an idea is finding a problem. And when you come up with the breakthrough, groundbreaking ideas, you have to do a research over it. When you do a research and development, there are multiple things which need to be searched. We provide a solution, Orbit Innovation, which helps you to find what kind of worldwide paradigms are there, what solution has already been provided, so that you have a better idea if the solution has been already explored by a research scientist or a PhD thesis. You have choice to collaborate them without reinventing the same thing again and again. If you find something new, you again have a choice to file an intellectual property, file an IPR. This requires you to do a prior art search, and prior art search, we have a separate dedicated solution which is used worldwide, is called Orbit Intelligence. Orbit Intelligence has a capability to do with single search query all countries search. When you file an IP and you have an actual asset like a patent or know-how, trade secret, or you have a specific indications for that protection for that intellectual property, you also have choice to monetize it. So you can transfer it and find out who are the additional player or companies looking for solutions to solve that problem. So you can partner with them, find them using Orbit Innovation Platform, and if they have any existing problem, then again you can have new ideas and cycle goes on. One of the basic criteria is, and a question is for each and every person, is that why should I do a patent search? Means why they are very important. Patents are very critical techno-legal documents. These are published by inventors to gain rights from patent office or individual jurisdictions as well. Whenever you find a patent means that there are similar kind of problems which has been solved, and those problems also gives you future ideas that okay, these ideas can be explored further or improved further. So in this first example, you have a particular person saying that I use extra things, and a second person comes up with that extra thing removed and better suitability as well. So patents are important to do search in that particular domain as well. Coming back to how do you realize your business potentials, you need to have a right solutions wherein you can search worldwide in a single interface as well. We provide Orbit Innovation Platform, which is very useful for research and development scientists who can perform search in more than 500 different data sources, be it patent, be it clinical trial, be it any research article, journal publication, clinical trials, any defensive publications which are there, and PhD thesis which are there, conference proceeding which are there. Means with a single search problems or solution which you have, you can search ton of data together and find out whether my idea is unique in an initial phase, how much investment it is required, how much is there any business opportunity, is there any company who is interested in this technology, and if I invent in this particular area, they will be able to follow me. All of these things are catered in a single interface, and you have insight to be searched upon. Interface is really easy to use. You can put up any questions to our system, any keywording system. For an example, I put camera, system suggests, Orbit Innovation Platform suggests you keywords which can be of similar sounding. Maybe as a inventor, I'm not that much expert in finding relevant keywords. If I put face recognition, there can be multiple keywords, and our AI gives you a complete click by click manner. You can choose the relevant keywords together, define them whether you want to use a complex search strategy, combining them together is screened out. System also have a very nice capability to auto truncate it so that your results are exhaustive in nature. Now you'll ask me that okay, I search everything, I find everything, but where is my value? Where is the business? When you perform any search, it gives you various charts. More than 50 type of charts are available to you, and you can see what is the trend, what kind of investments are going on. Is it year on year increasing? If I invest in this particular area, is it a right area to invest? If it is declining, why should I invent? Why should I invest my R&D money in a particular project which has less amount of interest from other people as well? There are various charts, like I said, gives you IP investment trend that whenever you search around 10.9 billion of dollar of investment is going on in your search criteria. Is it an innovative trend? Is a beginning of an innovation cycle, or is it a matured inventive area or innovation area? What kind of a patent trends are going on? Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? If it is increasing, definitely it has a scope to invent in that particular area and find out potential licensing in that area as well. It also have various capabilities like looking for a specific jurisdiction that this is my country of interest. Maybe Brazil is one of my country of interest wherein I want to market. In that particular country, whether my type of inventions are going in not in a great way or not. For an example, if I'm inventing maybe crop related drone technology, in India, if you go with the drone technology, people will not buy it because the area of agriculture is slightly less, and person can maintain the entire landscape of their field. But in Brazil, tons of hectares are there which need to be monitored, and in that particular country, filing that IP and maintaining that patent is going to be more fruitful in comparison to a who have less IP exposure or use exposure of that technology. So it's very important to understand what kind of investments are going on. It's also important to know, is it the inventing area is matured or little bit in the beginning of a cycle as well, so that my monetization capability for particular invention is higher. Orbit Innovation also gives you what kind of funding everyone receives. So there are various projects which are granted in euros, US, and euro. And it gives you that this particular research area, governments are giving funders, and these funds are given to a specific company. And those companies or startups also receiving over the period of time investment as well. So if they have a money, definitely they can buy my IP as well. So it gives you trend-wise analysis and profile of a particular qualification of a particular organization, whether they have money to buy your ideas as well, or you are inventing in a specific scope of a technology domain as well. Another thing which everyone is interested on, okay, I got an idea, maybe I am explored in that particular invention category, I have a patent, but in that patent, who should I collaborate with? Who can buy my IP potential or who can buy my IP as well. There are various profiles which are given in Orbit Innovation Platform wherein you can identify what startups are there, what type of various companies are there, who are the emerging players. Maybe some company was in last decade they were higher filer, but today someone is trying to grab that market with a newer technology, and they are most likely very good player to invest in our area as well. It gives you global networks that these are the companies which are having multiple partnerships and with universities, with any startups or companies, intercompanies, and some are not heavily populated. Those will be very good candidate for you to have a partnership with. Person having multiple connections will either have a problem already solved, and there is a second player who is interested to gain some technical advantage in that particular technical domain or inventive domain. So you will have a choice to find out what players are there as well. When you perform searches as well, gives you capability to find out what kind of countries partnerships are there. Maybe you are an Indian startup or Indian university and you feel that, okay, let me have a partnership with US as well. And what companies are investing in India, what Indian companies or universities are partnering worldwide. So you have choice to drill down to a specific country-wise partnership as well, and then find out whether they are R&D player, they are startups, they are academics. Then drill down and choose wisely. There are already university partnership, or there are no university partnership with this organization for a research topic which you are investing in, and you have clear cut advantage with them that okay, you work in crop industry, you have everything related to corn, but you are not having any IP or any solution for your wheat related crop. Do you want to have a partnership with me? I have a unique idea for this particular crop as well. You will have a better approach and better situations and arguments to maintain your partnership with that, forge your partnership with that particular MNC organization as well. Now, when you do all of these things, you wish to know more about a specific company as well. Orbit Innovation gives you complete profile of companies as well. Whenever you perform a search, you get to know what a universities or what an organization or a startup is expertise on, what are their website, what technology they invest, whom they are investing in, what kind of investment they are receiving, is there any merger and partnership they have, do they collaborate with any university, do they collaborate with any startup as well, what kind of patent they publish, what research article they publish, the complete profile catering with all and multiple data points which we have been giving to you in Orbit Innovation platform. Now, when you see a specific company, you do have choices like tagging them as a competitor, tagging them as partners, or merger and acquisition. You have choice to see, like we see earlier, that what kind of investment they have received. Is there any merger and acquisition which they have done to strengthen their particular IP position or strategic business position in front of their competitor as well. You also have choice to see worldwide network. So a specific company like Samsung in this case, they have multiple networks with multiple companies and how they are correlating with each other. Maybe one startup is only providing AI technology. Maybe one startup is only giving them a better camera approach or maybe a battery approach. And when you know these kind of solutions are given by this startup for a battery, and you know understand that you have another battery technology which may be increasing the charging limit or something, whatever inventive idea you might have, you have better arguments in front of the stakeholder that okay, you already have a partnership with this XYZ person, but I have a specific solution which can solve you some amount of a money or some amount of a technical problem or give you a technical advantage in front of your competitor. Then you have better story, better evaluation with the better technical evaluation with other people or that company as well of your choice. Now, when you do all of these things, you also have a choice that I am interested in specific company, and whenever they do something very strategical, I want to get notified. Orbit Innovation has a choice to has a system to give you news associated with that particular company. You can choose weekly or monthly news, and it gives you a newsletter that these set of 10, 15 companies, which either they are my competitor or they are my potential partner in future. I'm interested to get a deep dive into their have a partnership with them. So when you do this kind of newsletter with them, so you will come to know every week what are the news they are publishing. So you have 10 or 20 companies, universities or startup or MNCs in your newsletter, and you will make a new means you'll get an automated feed from our Orbit Innovation platform in your email, and you'll know that okay, there is a recent news. They talked about a specific problem area, or they forge or any partnership with someone. They publish a new patent application, which is kind of a good for you, and you work in that particular area, and you know that okay, there is something which we can have on a technical advantage with them or discussion with them. So those kind of platform related newsletter you can create and circulate within your organization or within your stakeholder as well. That these are the important areas for your competition as well. Am I audible? Sorry.
Uh, yes, yes, Pushpak, you're audible. So before just moving ahead, you talked about innovation. Yes, exactly. I was going to ask about the coverage for the innovation platform that you just mentioned. So yes, please explain what is the coverage for this particular platform.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the good question, and we say that whenever you want to perform a search should not be limited to a only patent. You have to search worldwide, look for scientific literatures or any other publication which has happened. Now, when we talk about 500 different data sources, it means most of the critical information. Patent is one of the information, scientific literature is one of the information, wherein if you put a single search query, all of these data points are covered together. Means that you are not missing out anything. And you also notice right now we are also taking care of websites of your universities or potential business player companies. So if they are not filing any patent, not filing any scientific literature, but they are publishing something on their blog or they are publishing something on their press release or any product description is made on their website, that will be indexed. And when you have something which is only published in their website, they don't have any IP, you have a backdoor entry directly that I have this kind of a solution, which product you are making, do you want to be a partner with me? So ton of data is given to you. The most useful thing which is available to you in here is with single search query, you search everything. Nothing is missed out. So this is very, very critical information. And thank you for this question, Yogesh. We come to our next
Yeah.
part, which is doing a prior art search. Yeah, prior art search is a kind of a technical search wherein you have an idea, but you did a basic business-oriented search in your Orbit Innovation platform. You find that okay, I can have some amount of a business relationship with others, but to do a proper search, you need to maintain first criteria of a patent. This is called as a prior art search, means whether I am novel or not, whether I'm new or not. First criteria of getting a patent is you should be new. So it can be any patent or any published article, books, or any website publication, means your thing which you have invented should not be published anywhere else worldwide. So this is called as a prior art search. Now it depends. It has various what you call steps, and why it should be done is my point of discussion with you, so that you know that why you should do a patentability search. Prior art search is a term, and when you do a prior art search, it is termed as a patentability search as well. Now it helps you to minimize your future cost. If you're not doing a prior art search and filing patent directly in patent office, and later on after paying the office fee, attorney's fees, filing and maintaining the various documentations and everything, you end at the end, patent office says that your invention is not novel. Your all cost or investment is lost. Most important thing is that getting until examination, you require around 2 or 3 years minimum. In some jurisdiction, it is within 1 year you will have everything, but it is a kind of investment which is lost if you are not doing a proper prior art search. So it's important to do. it maintains and improves your return on investment, and it is very important to mention filing a patent is not a publication. You should have an objective to it also as well. Filing a patent does give you a name, but if you cannot monetize it, it is of no use for you, and your investment is just for a name purpose that I have one patent which has been filed or which has been granted as well. You also have the patent search capability, which helps you to understand what kind of problems are there, what future invention you can have. Maybe you thought of one particular usage of your idea, but while doing a prior art search, you find relevant patent document, and you say, okay, my invention can be applied in other jurisdiction as well, or other technology area as well. So you can do that particular innovations on your existing invention as well. And it also stops the first image, which is not to file a patent, which is already means technology is already existing and you will not get a future benefit out of it. So stop reinventing of a wheel is also very good objective of doing a prior art search. There are various other things which are there in doing prior art search, but the most critical one is why you should choose a patent. So this is one of the important criteria is that patents are technological document and they are not edited. When you file research article, those are edited by editors, but you have a choice right now. When you file a patent, it is exactly how the inventor wants. Later on, you have all of these information available free of cost. You can download them for patent office website directly, and you don't have to pay a publisher fee for reading that particular technological document. So patents are important. Let me give you a brief layout of a patent, which is important if you have not seen a patent previously. Patent is a pages document, and it has various sections like title, abstract, and wherein people talk what kind of invention they have done, what is its summary, what type of things I'm claiming, and if there are any pictures and images, those will be available to you. These are given by individual patent office on their website. You can download as a PDF as well. Now, one of the most important thing in patent search is termed as that when you do a patent search, it is related to a specific country. So if you have to do search, you are doing in India, you see only Indian patent. But if you have to do worldwide search, means you have to cover more than 100 countries that what things are there. The same patent which is filed in India, it is also published in multiple countries as well. Now, when you do these kind of a search in free domain or you do country-wise, one of the most important thing is you have to do country-wise. First you do India, then you do US, then you do Brazil, then you go UK website, and you have to do same kind of search again and again. With this in mind, there are various things which are problematic. One of thing is that one patent which was filed in US, not filed in India, you will miss out that patent as well. You have to do repetitively as well. You have to export and make a Excel sheet and find out whether it is a trend analysis or is it filed in that per country or not. And multiple time you have to find that particular patent document in various websites as well. With this in mind, there are various process for various method to do a prior art search, but to cover everything, you have to use some of the choices you can make to use Orbit Intelligence as a platform, which gives you worldwide searching capability, wherein you can perform search by a single sentence. You have one platform wherein you can type your invention as an easy search, or you have a paragraph, means you have certain idea, you cannot summarize it in a single sentence. You paste a copy paragraph in our semantic search platform, and a web-based solution is giving you a complete result as well. It also has various capabilities like doing number-based searches. You can download your result set which are there. You also have effective capability to maintain and create various trend analysis. And that is a future use whenever you are doing a complete analysis as well. Now, when you do a prior art search in Orbit Intelligence, you have capability. You can put your keywords in there, perform a search. It's a straightforward, easiest way. It gives you capabilities to quickly screen result set, find out which companies are inventing. All the patent documents are given in a tabulated manner, and you'll have choice to read a patent document and see what kind of all country members are there. So when you do a searches in free patent, you have to see all of these document individually. But in our system, you have capability to see whether it is granted or not, whether it's a problem for that particular area or not, what kind of images are there, what type of things this particular patent document disclose, what are the claims which they are claiming, or is there any part of that particular specific technical area which I can improve on. You also have a summary of a patent document like object of invention, advantage and drawback. Is not to read on entire 30, 40 page of document, but read it in a summary wise manner. You also have a heat map analysis, means what keywords you are entering. And whenever you have a human being and very visual person, you just want to see that whether my keywords are prominent or less prominent, and which helps you to read that particular patent document in a full manner as well. Now, this speeds up your review. You can also read a particular patent document and see what are the details of that entire worldwide presence of that particular patent. You can see summary of that, export it in that particular area. But if you see, okay, what about the PDF which we have previously talked about? So entire family is available to you. You can see US patents and all of these, what was published in that particular country as well. And you will ask me, okay, what if it is filed in Chinese? What if it is has been in a different language altogether? Now, having the paid solution like Orbit Intelligence, you have choice. You can see all of their detail translated by. Means even if the patent is filed or published in Chinese language, you will see individually all of the family members, whether they were in a non-English language, those will be translated and given to you. And when you do search with that particular area, you will have all the highlight capability, read that PDF document. It's a seamless experience to read and find the concise information in a non-duplicated manner as well. Whenever you do a prior art search, you also have find something very important to you. And Orbit Intelligence has a capability to find similar patterns. Means you find some invention which solves the problem which you are solving also, and you want to find that what are the similar pattern associated with that particular technology as well. You can search similar pattern, find 100% matching pattern, and it solves your time problem. You can do it in a quick manner. It requires less than 10 seconds to find similar pattern if you have certain IP information that this is very similar to technology which I am doing. So you can view them as well for a reference as well. Now, when you do all of these things, you also have a capability. To create alerts. So, for an example, if I do search for something, and today I'm doing it, but tomorrow something else is published, I want to get notified for it. I want to get alerts associated with that particular technology. So, Orbit Intelligence has a capability to send various emails to all the stakeholders, and you will have the capability to review, to create alerts associated with that particular technology. What it does is that it sends you weekly emails and gives you capability to send it to up to 23 peoples. So up to 23 peoples can receive weekly alerts, that these are the new publications which are coming and which are coming published recently. So one time when you do a prior art search and you want to find until I file a patent document, if something new publication comes, I want to get notified. So you don't have to do it weekly basis. System creates an alerts for you, and those are delivered to you on a weekly manner as well. Will ask me that okay, invention is good, but can I create an Excel sheet out of it or whatever the report I create? Do I have a capability to export? So yes, export can be done. It can be your Excel sheet, PDF document, Word document, and even if the patent is in a different language, and when you export from our system, it will be translated into English. So if you find Chinese inventions or Korean inventions, and you file that, okay, let me give it to my guide, let it give me to stakeholder, and stakeholders says to you, okay, why are you giving me a PDF document of Chinese? Can you translate it? So you have capability to export it, make a summary out of it, edit it further if you require, color it, and then send it to your stakeholder. Export capability is there for your reference as well. Lastly, as you know, innovation happens with collaboration. It is important to notice that important to create project-wise folders, and Orbit Intelligence has capability to make folders, project folders. Whatever you search, whatever you find important, you can save them. And electronically, you can save it to and send it to your stakeholder as well. So this capability helps you to integrate. All of the user can talk to each other via commenting feature. It's just like wherein you have a complete page available for a patent and you are having a discussion whether this kind of a solution can be done collaboratively as well. Sometimes it is important to have other people opinion on specific project as well. You can save your sort criteria and deliver them in your specific project folder and ask your stakeholders opinion. Do you feel that this patent is important? And
I think Pushpak lost his audio connection, but I would like to continue what he was trying to convey a message over here is like for Orbit Intelligence, we do provide pure data for all our experts on patents with respect to your legal status as well as about litigation and opposition in intelligence. So the two suits that we have shown today in our presentation, first one was Orbit Innovation and then Orbit Intelligence. So in the morning session, you might have heard from Dr. Purushottam that how technology transfer is been done through their institute. So we help you to provide you a data on the basis of this, that these are the companies that can be interested in your technology for the technology transfer that you're looking for. So Orbit Innovation gives you good insights on the value of your technology. First thing, that is whether it will be still relatable in the market once you come up with a product into the market. And then you can also get a proper market area. So sometimes you do develop a technology and you know that technology doesn't have a much market in India, but it might have a very good market in US or China. So to identify that market, Orbit Innovation helps you a lot in that as well. And also again taking the point from Dr. Purushottam's point of view in the morning, where he said that in institutes and academics, when you have a technology, it's a laboratory, it's in a laboratory stage. It's not gone to the industrial stage. So to also identify the industry who will work with you to develop a technology and to commercialize it, so this identification is done with the help of innovation. And at the point when you're done with your invention and you are planning to go for filing for a patent, and there are huge risks when you directly go for a filing for a patent, as explained by Pushpak in one of his slides. So prior art search through intelligence will help you to understand what technology is already been available into the market, whether your invention or technology is unique, that is given to you by a student or a professor or a research person has developed at your end, and then you can go ahead and file for a patent. So I think Pushpak has joined us back. So Pushpak, please go ahead with the point that you earlier raised, and you may continue. Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the last slide. Sorry for disturbance at the end. This was that was my last uh, slide as well, and it has some technical difficulties to wait, means evaluate further. Last slide was related to question and answer. So if there are any questions, we can take them one by one. We have healthy 10 or 15 minutes to have a discussion on question and answer which has been raised.
Yeah, I have a question. So, how long does it take to understand the Questel system and become an expert? And are Indian universities using the search as such of or Questel search in their prior art searching?
It's a good question. I would say many IITs and universities are using our system to foster the innovation in their organization. Your first question was related to how long it takes, and surprisingly, for me, it took a longer time. But when I had a discussion with at present with many students and many faculties, it hardly takes 2 or 3 hours. We do only one or two session with them, and I'm really amazed that to the knowledge of researcher that they find it quite easy to use the form, put up the search query, and rest of the thing, as you have might have seen in our slides as well, that putting up search query, our AI also take cares of various stuffs together, and it guides you to perform a search, and it is quite easy to implement as well.
Pushpak, we have a question from Pallavi Bhatia. That is, what is the difference between prior art search and freedom to operate search?
Yeah, Pallavi. So objectives are different. Prior art search is done when you wish to file a patent, and you want to check whether that invention is novel or not, new or not. In freedom to operate search, you have specific product in mind, and you have the product which is need to be marketed in a specific country or group of countries as well. In that context, you find out, is there any previously filed patent is there. In prior art, you can search worldwide. You can search research article, website, or books, or PhD thesis and everything. But in freedom to operate, you have limited years, means patent should be granted or pending, and you have to check only the claims, whether your product is covered by any of the claim or a process which has been covered by a claim. So prior art search before filing a patent. Freedom to operate search means that I have a product. If I market it, can anyone sue me or not? And to sue me, they should have either a patent which is what you call granted in nature, or in future might be granted. And if in future, if it is granted, my all gains and profits will be their property because they can sue me as well. Hope it answered the question.
Thank you, Pallavi, for your question, and thank you, Pushpak, for explaining it so nicely. With respect to our discussion as well, even I had when we provide such kind of a training, I face these questions most of the time. So I thought I'll discuss this with you because we have a little bit of time. So the first thing is like when I am looking for commercialization of my product. Let's say I'm an academics and I'm looking for the commercialization of a product. So what approach should I take, and like how can you, just because you have already given the information about innovation, like how what data it gives you, so how I can use that data in how I can apply that data in taking a decision to go ahead and for commercialization of my product. So if you can just put a little bit of light on that, so that will be very helpful.
Absolutely, and this is one of the bread and butter question for every TTOs and every researcher in mind. That okay, I do a PhD thesis and everything, but can I make money out of my hard work as well? It should not be a paper as well. But yeah, first most critical part is to have a patent for that particular set of IP as well. Even if it is not a patent, it's a know-how secret as well. You have not published it anywhere. You can search with that particular keywords and find out what companies are doing it, what companies are investing in that area, and approach them. That these are the my ideas, and would you like to implement it? If you filed a PCT application, you have a better chance to have a monetization because you have grace period is very great in that particular filing strategy. You get around 30 months to enter into national phases in most of the countries as well. So when you have patent application associated with that IP, you have a better chance to find out and
Yeah.
have a monetization for it. Another critical part is to maintain all the documentation. So when you file a patent, it is important to keep all of your records. What kind of question was asked, what kind of documentation you have filed, what certificate you have given, what type signature you have filed when you did a patent filing, what was your attorney and your communication or agent or your communication. All of these are called prosecution history, or it is called as a document management for a specific IP as well. And when you do a transaction or you commercialize this, the end user is going to ask it what email you have done, what disclosure you have done, what patent you have searched, and how you think it is unique, whom you have given it to, what kind of NDA you have signed. All of these documentation helps you to successfully monetize it as well. So all of these need to be also maintained. And if you wish to delegate this task, your TTOs, there are technology transfer offices are there which can maintain it. And we also do these kind of a technology commercialization. So you can also get in touch with our team for a commercialization purpose as well.
Thank you, Pushpak, so much. So, Rahul, you have any further questions from your end? Sorry, Rahul, we can't hear you.
Right. I think, yeah, I mean, we are also doing a lot of patent filing. So a lot of and we are also doing searching for them. So I think one of the main things people ask is that in Indian patents, how to find regional innovation. For example, how many patents are coming from Goa? How many patents are coming from a certain state, Madhya Pradesh, or just to, because they are economists who are searching and they are doing some policy papers and they need data. So is there any things you have for people who are not looking to patent, but they want to publish economic research or they want to publish policy research?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, this is one of the good what you call way to showcase what region of country or what region of our country is kind of giving very good inventions or innovative culture as well. Yes, yeah, you can perform a search. There are various fields, more than 400 fields are there which can be searched in orbit intelligence. Yes, one of the criteria you can search is applicant address. So you have a choice to put up the city name or country name or zip code to perform a search based on that and create analytics. You can create chart based on those in orbit intelligence as well. Yeah, means we have seen means various type of analytics people create that what type of patents are getting granted in India, which has highest success rate, or is there any way to find out what type of what type of innovations were booming in 2020. So in 2020 we have highest boom in protection or skincare or cosmetic industry, or what you call biotech industry. So many of the biotech startups or companies were searching for sequences, or searching for kind of is this chemical structure is novel enough. So in orbit intelligence, you have dedicated method to do a sequence search, to do a keyword structure based search. So what type of search you want to do is flexible enough and to give you various results.
Pushpak, there's one comment in our chat box. It is like it's from Vijay, and he says that can we have it for like this softwares that we discussed? Can we have it for individuals? Because his point of view is these tools are a little bit costly and mostly are used by B2B models, and that's why he has a question that can we have it for individuals as well. So, would you like to
Yeah, absolutely.
give a comment on it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Means if I talk about means business models, and these are annual subscriptions. So software is an annual subscription level. You can subscribe to that, but having said that, around 40% of our customers are individual as well. There are universities, there are multinationals, and each type of customer subscribes. Yes, you can contact to our support team. Yes, you can subscribe it, and many of the as our conference theme is Atmanirbhar Bharat, we heavily supports individuals or startups who has innovative mindset. Our goal in Questel is giving you something to invent. Means even if it doesn't make a money, it's secondary in nature. You should invent,
Yeah.
and to support that, whatever best we can do, we do.
Yeah. So just to add to Pushpak's point over here, we also do have some individual users like who have just started their own service for a service company, and only one person is there and trying to build up. So we do support in this as well. We try to help them in creating building their startup. And yes, we like for we do have some individual customers as well for patent searching. And as Pushpak mentioned, yes, we not only business models, but we do have academics, research institutes who are using our softwares and to develop their individual academics IP, and to set up their own independent IP facility in faculty and facility in their center. Yeah, and thank you, Vijay, for your comment and question. Uh,
Okay, I think we are done. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yogesh, I have one doubt in mind that uh, is it really important to file patent by inventor directly, or should I draft it in a proper manner whenever I want to have a monetization in mind?
That's a good point. First thing is like when you're pretty much sure about your invention, and as mentioned by earlier by you also, like if you have done a proper prior art and you're pretty much confident about your technology, you can always go and file for a patent because you have a proper knowledge and you have a backup for your technology that that you have done a proper search. So even when you go for a filing and if there is a hearing for you and you know all your knowledge. Another thing is like you also mentioned that an inventor, like being an inventor, can I directly go and file? So I would suggest do your research first before filing for a patent. Okay. Another thing is, it is always best to get an information from an IP professional. May it be a patent agent, may it be an IP lawyer. So they will also help you a lot in, first thing is drafting your patent invention, because again, as it's a techno legal or a legal document for yourself, so not a better person than an IP agent or a lawyer for you to do those things for you. Okay. At some point, we have experienced that there are some scientists who want to draft their own patent and they go individual for filing. That is also good if you know the procedure, if you know how you can approach a patent office and how you can do it, everything, because nowadays everything is online. But we always suggest you to take a help of a IP professional in terms of it, and be prepared with all your prior art documents as well, because you never know that what objections you might face while either for filing for a patent or after a patent has been published. So that these steps you need to follow before going for directly for a filing for a patent. And it is not only for an individual inventor. This practice is always followed by the big business models or the big companies as well. So again, saves you a lot of time, saves you lots of money, and gives you a quick results in terms of filing and publication of a patent. And then for monetization also, this IP professionals help you a lot in other if you want to do a technology transfer, you want to try to find out the industries who might be interested in your technology. So as Pushpak mentioned, we at Questel also help you to provide this information. Also international filing, if you have found out that my technology is mostly will be more valuable in European countries. So again, as a Questel, we do provide you the services for the filing and translations as well in that field. So I hope Pushpak, I've answered like what query and
Yeah,
what you are expecting.
absolutely. Drafting is one of the critical criteria to file a patent, but also monetize it. It should be well
Hmm.
drafted, should held in a specific country law as well. And if you have done the first step, so first step is the most critical step, like baby step,
Yeah.
and which is doing a prior art search and knowing whatever I'm inventing, it has a value in it. It has demand in future as well, and which will give you your invention what you call better scope in the world. With this, we really appreciate your joining and attentiveness today. Please reach out to us in future if you have any questions. And it was really nice to have word with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much,
Thank you
Pushpak.
everyone
Thank you so
for
much,
attending.
Yogesh. Great,
Yeah.
great. Thank you
Thank you,
so much to
Rahul,
the
for giving
Questel
us the
team. Really,
opportunity to speak over here. Yeah.
real pleasure,
Thank
real
you.
pleasure. I hope that we've reached quite many people who are attending live, and hopefully, we will reach out to the rest of them and make them aware that how important patent search is. I mean, it starts with it. All possibilities open up when the first search is performed. So great. Thank you, Questel
Yeah.
team, a lot. And I hope to see you in the next sessions that we organize. And bye
Yeah,
bye,
sure.
audience.
Bye
And
bye.
you can attend the next session with the link in the chat window. So, with this, I will end the stream. And good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.